What's going on, everybody? So got some new stuff for Christmas, one of them being my new Roland Sands Dezel riding gloves. So we're gonna go out for a ride with the new gear. Also got my Alpinestars Force 25. I don't even know if you can see the Alpinestar logo. There you go, right there on the front. But super stoked about this stuff. I've done a lot of research on new gear. I've just been wearing my old North Face backpack that I had for school and stuff back in the day, and that's been working out fine, but it's been getting a little heavy as I go on longer trips. So this backpack is way lighter, has room for all the essentials, all my GoPro gear and all my extra bike stuffs. So we're gonna go out for a ride today and test out the new stuff. Now I like for my my gloves to fit real snug, and that is how these new Roland Sands gloves fit. So it's perfect for me, and that's what I've been looking for a long time. I've been looking for the gloves with just the right fit on them, and hopefully I have found my match here with the Roland Sands Dezel gloves. Now if you go back and look at, I'll post the link right here in the video. Had a little bit of trouble ordering these gloves because I had first tried them on in the store, really liked the way they felt, and so I went back home, did some research to see if I could find a better deal, make sure that they were a well-reviewed pair of gloves. Everything checked out, but I couldn't find a better deal. So what I did was I told my mom I wanted them for Christmas. Didn't think that she'd get them, but I gave her the link anyway to the Amazon site. And lo and behold, Merry Christmas to me. She ordered them for me, but what happened was something that, and I won't go into great detail because I already made a video about it, but they did not fit like they did in the store. So long story short, you can click back to the video if you want to hear the long story, but went back to the store and got these ones, and they fit perfectly. They're a nice snug fit for me right now, so I'm excited for them to get broken in, to fit just perfectly, because right now across the back of the hand, and they're a little tight, but again, leather, I've had a lot of leather stuff before, and it breaks in and it feels really nice. So looking forward to that. So been doing a lot of research on things I can do to my bike now, though, and I've said this before in previous videos, that the one thing that I don't like, the one main thing that I didn't like about my bike when I bought it, and it's just one of those things where it's like it's the only thing that I don't like, but I can live with it because I like everything else, was the rear fender. So I just happened upon this video of a guy who had swapped out his Fat Bob rear fender for a Dyno Wide Glide rear fender, and it looked awesome. And really what it did is that it made the bike look like a lot more like the bike that I love, which is the Lowrider S. It's like a bobbed fender. It's not super bobbed, so it's not like it's not going to protect me at all, but it's a much nicer and cleaner look to me. I just don't like the little swoop up on my fender. That's the biggest thing that I don't like about it. Plus, when I bought it, bought this bike, I actually did get a better deal on it, because the rear fender had a couple of holes drilled in it. I have no idea whoever had this bike before me why they would do that, but I'm excited at the prospect of doing this. So what I'm having trouble with, though, is finding the brackets, the inner brackets, because I found everything that I need basically, except for the inner brackets to hold the outer brackets into the onto the fender. So if you know of a place that I can get those at directly, because trust me, I've followed links and I've gone to forums and stuff, and I have part numbers, but I can't find a place that actually sells the inner bracket for the Wide Glide. Now, short of me going to an actual like dealership and asking if they can order the parts for me, because I don't want to do that, because I don't want to go through the hassle of them trying to get me to have the work done at the dealership. And I don't want to do that, first of all, because you know, I want to chronicle this stuff and I want to put it up on the channel. But second of all, I don't want to pay the labor. I mean, it's going to end up being like $500 worth of parts all together, with the fender and the brackets on the outside and the brackets on the inside, to put the fender on the bike. And then on top of that, if I'm going to pay for labor too, it's going to be another I'm guessing like $300. So instead of paying that extra money to get the labor on the labor, I'm going to try and do it myself. I've watched a ton of videos on swapping out the rear fender. It's not that difficult. The other thing that I'll have to do, and hopefully maybe I can find a friend who has a bike lift, is I'm gonna have to lift up the bike. The one other thing too that I'm kind of going back and forth on is the placement of the license plate. I don't want to put it right off the back of the fender like it is right now. I'd rather have it on the side or right on top of the fender even. So I'm going back and forth on whether or not I want it on the side or on the back. I've had the license plate on the side with my last bike, which was an Iron 883, and I didn't mind that. It throws off, it's like my OCD, right? I want everything to be like symmetrical, and when there's the license plate sticking out on one side, it's not symmetrical, and it kind of drives me crazy. But I think that I'd rather have it on the side there than on top of the fender, because it's a nice clean look too of the fender, you know, the nice bob fender that goes over the tire. And if you slap the license plate right on top of that, it kind of distracts from that line, I think. The other nice thing is that I'll be able to get the rear tail light, the LED rear tail light that I had on my old bike, which I really liked. That was a really nice look, I thought. So I'll be able to get that back. I'm still going to get the LED turn signals, but that'll probably be after I do the fender. That fender's going to take precedence, because for a few reasons, I know that I'll be able to get those LED tail lights at any time. It's not like they're going to discontinue those lights, so I don't have to worry about that. What I do worry about though is, you know, this is a 2013. I'm going to need a 2013 wide glide rear fender to put on here. So I do worry about that not being available. So I'm going to do that first before I install the LED turn signals. I've already installed the headlamp from Hogworks. Loving that. It's been really awesome. It has the biggest thing besides the brightness of the light is the width of the light angle. So I'm excited to make another mod on the bike. This is going to be really the biggest aesthetic mod that I've ever done on a bike, and especially that I've personally done. So it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to pay off. So if you've got any tips or any video links that you can put in the comments on ways to find those parts, or maybe on ways to make the install easier, I am all eyes and ears. I think that the community here on YouTube, it's exactly what it is. It's a community, and you know, a lot of the installs that I've done so far, I would not have been as confident in doing if I didn't have my YouTube community and being able to watch people do it before me. It's not necessarily them telling me step by step what I need to do, but more of watching somebody else do it. I'm a visual learner, and so when I can watch somebody else do something, I can pretty much I can pick things up. I do that with sports and with dancing as well. For those of y'all who didn't know, I do cut a little rug. Here's our water park here in our town. Never been there, probably will never go there. So, had a really nice holiday this Christmas. We're getting ready for the new year. Got some time off, so I'm able to record a little more footage to put up on the channel. But yeah, just really wanted to get out this video of the plans on the bike and just put the feelers out there to see if anybody has any ideas for me or tips to help make this this mod smoother. So guys, this is all for me for the time being. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up down below, and if you're so inclined, hit the subscribe button and come back and see me again. I put videos out pretty much twice a week. So guys, if you're out there riding, please be safe, and if you're not riding, find that MSF course near you and join us. We have so much fun. What is this guy doing? Holy moly. Talk about getting cut off. Yeah, and speaking of being cut off, we're gonna cut this one off right now. This is that one guy. I'm out.